At Annabella's last school, Sandia Elementary, she was classified as a non-reader in kindergarten. She was referred for educational testing, but never received it. Her mother transferred her to La Paz, where Annabella is receiving testing and IEP, resource room services, and additional assistance from the aides in her classroom. Annabella struggles in reading and writing, but is 2 years ahead in verbal reasoning. Unfortunately, Annabella is at risk for retention.
Well, even though I'm Annabella's teacher, I still feel like I don't know her that well because she's usually in the resource room with Connie. I can tell that in class she's really eager to learn, even though she can be sometimes fearful. She still tries to prove herself in class. She's in the resource room for about 2 hours a day, and so I feel like that could kind of limit her from making friendships and also progressing academically.
Right. I really strongly feel that she should be retained this year. I think it'll avoid a more restrictive full-time placement, and I think it'll give her more time with her peers, which is really good for her.
Right, exactly.
And it'll also give her an opportunity to see the same model of services that she's been seeing this year so far, and those have definitely worked very well for her.
I agree. Unfortunately, though, with La Paz's retention policy, I feel like that might affect the decision to retain her.
Mm-hmm. I do feel like, though, another problem is her lack of parental involvement.
Oh, I agree.
I know they had to try really hard at Sandia, but here I can tell that they're giving her what she needs emotionally, but as far as academic involvement goes, I feel like they're lacking, and I think that might be where our problem lies.
I agree.
We've had a lot of problems at Sandia Elementary because of Annabella's special ed referral, and it was always delayed. And I feel like her teacher was always late. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was a big problem. And when we switched her to La Paz, I feel like we can all stop fighting against the teachers and everything now. And I feel like it's just so much better, and she gets what she needs for her learning disability in the resource room. I feel overall, we all feel that because the school is so much more involved and so much more well organized, that we can start relying more on the teachers.
True. I do want to be involved in Annabella's educational experiences and be there when she needs me. But I've been so sick for the past year, I haven't been able to have the chance to be involved or even talk to her teachers.
I totally understand. I really haven't been able to talk to the teachers either. I do walk Annabella to school every day, and I try to make myself seen.
Yeah, I feel that we are all more comfortable with her at La Paz, and we're so much more ready to spend time with her at home.
Annabella's family feels that it is important to spend time together when they can, whether it is learning basic skills or reading together. Annabella's family tries to be involved in her personal life whenever possible. However, when it comes to Annabella's education, her parents are not as involved as she needs them to be.
I think of Connie as my savior, and I usually defer to her. Besides, she knows Annabella the best and has made a convincing case for her retention. Although I still feel ambivalent, and given the climate here at La Paz, I have to make a really airtight case for retention to Miss Layton, our principal. And then there are the parents. I hardly know them, but they opposed retention when Annabella was at Sandia, so who knows how they will respond to the idea now. How will I put all of these pieces together?